Here are the statistics. 1 in 5 people over the course of a lifetime and over 1 million people each year are diagnosed with skin cancer, making it the most common form of cancer in the United States. Skin cancer refers to the abnormal, uncontrolled growth of skin cells. The most common skin cancers are basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma. A rarer but more dangerous skin cancer is melanoma, the leading cause of death from skin disease. Basal cell carcinoma forms in the basal cells that line the epidermis or the top layer of the skin. It is the most common type of skin cancer and most often develops on the face, ears, neck, scalp, shoulders, and back, the areas most exposed to the sun. People with fair skin, blonde or red hair, and blue, green, or gray eyes are most at risk for developing basal cell carcinoma, but everyone has some risk. Basal cell carcinoma appears as a small, dome-shaped, pimple-like growth that varies in size and shape. In early stages, the growth may appear as a shiny, pink patch and even contain visible blood vessels. It can also appear as a skin lesion or sore that continuously heals and then returns. Although it is a slow-spreading cancer and rarely spreads to other organs, early diagnosis and treatment is crucial in order to avoid irreversible damage or disfigurement. The second most common form of skin cancer is squamous cell carcinoma, a cancer that arises in the squamous cells of the epidermis. Like basal cell carcinoma, most cases appear in the areas of the body that are most exposed to the sun: the rim of the ear, lower lip, face, scalp, neck, hands, arms, and legs. Squamous cell carcinoma is mostly seen in people with fair skin, blonde or red hair, and blue, green, or gray eyes. Exposure to the sun and use of tanning beds can cause most cases, but skin injuries, chronic skin inflammation, or infection can also cause the disease. Squamous cell carcinoma grows faster than basal cell carcinoma, especially when located around orifices like the eyes or mouth. Any non-healing sore or red, crusted, or scaly patch should be checked out by a dermatologist. More aggressive forms of squamous cell carcinoma can spread to lymph nodes or other internal organs, and left untreated, the disease can lead to irreversible skin damage or disfigurement. Melanoma is the most dangerous and life-threatening form of skin cancer. Ultraviolet or UV radiation can be attributed to about 65% of melanoma cases. Risk of melanoma more than doubles if a person has had 5 or more blistering sunburns at any age. Melanoma originates in melanocytes, the pigment-producing cells of the skin, hair, and eyes. Most melanomas appear as asymmetrical, irregularly bordered, multicolored black or brown spots that continue to grow over time. While sun exposure, number of moles on the skin type, and family history are all factors that can greatly determine a person's risk, everyone has some risk of developing melanoma. Any suspicious, atypical moles or deep pigmented areas on the skin should be checked out by a dermatologist as soon as possible. If caught early, melanoma is almost 100% curable. Actinic keratosis is a scaly or crusty skin lesion and is commonly referred to as a precancer. Cumulative sun damage is responsible for almost all actinic keratoses, and although most are benign, the development of actinic keratoses on the skin indicates it has incurred sun damage and is at a greater risk for developing skin cancer. A biopsy of the tissue will determine if the lesion is cancerous. Georgia Dermatology offers many effective ways to treat actinic keratoses. There are 3 major ways you can contribute to preventing skin cancer: sunscreen, sun avoidance, and regular skin examinations. Most people now know about the importance of wearing sunscreen when doing outdoor activities to prevent skin cancer. Some, however, are not aware that the sun's harmful UVA rays can still damage the skin through a window in your home or car. It's not just laying out by the pool on a sunny day, but all the daily exposure of sunlight built up over time that will predispose the skin to cancer. That's why it's important that you and your family get in the habit of applying sunscreen on a daily basis. Teach your children that applying sunscreen is just as important as brushing their teeth by working it into their daily routines. Most people have heard that sun damage is acquired at a young age, but only about 23% of sun damage is accumulated by the age of 18. So set an example for your family by applying sunscreen daily. The most effective sunscreens are those with zinc or titanium dioxide. MARINI SPF 30 is the #1 requested daily sunscreen at Georgia Dermatology. This pharmaceutical product is waterproof and protects against premature aging, photo damage, and skin cancer. Another way to prevent skin cancer is to avoid being in the sun during its most potent hours of the day, usually 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try to limit the time in the sun as well by taking breaks to go indoors. People over the age of 35 should make sure to schedule an annual skin examination with a licensed dermatologist. In addition, skin should be checked at any age for new or unusual spots or growths. Also, stay aware of existing moles that may change in size or shape. Moles that are asymmetrical in shape, have irregular borders, have multiple colors, are larger than 6 millimeters, or itch or bleed should be examined by a physician immediately.
I have a family history of melanoma, so I've been coming to see Dr. Gross for many years, and so is my husband. And 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with melanoma on his face, and I believe he saved my husband's life by detecting the melanoma. It was removed, and that was 4 years ago, and he's cancer-free right now. I would highly recommend Dr. Gross to anybody. If you have any questions, he'll sit down with you. He takes his time. He makes you feel so comfortable. The staff here is just fabulous. The nurses to the receptionists, they just take great care of you. And I'll be patient for a long time.